Spider-Man Unlimited took the Spider-Man character we all know and love, Peter Parker, and put him in an alternate reality, which was ripe pickings for futuristic stories and fears and technologies and all that sort of stuff. There was nanotechnology, there was genetic manipulation, there was a lot of interesting science fiction themes. Now, this TV show first was broadcast in 1999, but it was actually canceled very quickly and only got to about 3 episodes before it was off the air. Later, they would burn off the other 10 episodes in 2000 and in 2001. Now, I really don't have that many memories of this series. I remember it coming out, I remember some of the powers that his suit had, I remember the intro being cool, but I didn't remember much of it after that. That might be because of that whole being canceled really early thing. So maybe this show didn't get a fair shake. I decided to find out for myself. The art style of the series is pretty cool. It's more of a futuristic design, which fits in well with the futuristic setting. There's also a pretty cool intro, which sets up who Spider-Man is and why he became the person he became and why he even came to this new location. It's also cool to see some of the characters we all are familiar with, like Venom and Carnage and the Vulture and Green Goblin, even Kraven the Hunter, sort of reimagined in this new setting, whether they have a new goal or whether they have a new alignment. I mean, Green Goblin, one of the biggest villains, I think, in Spider-Man history, is suddenly a goofy good guy divorcee dad. I can't say I would have expected that to happen. The setting is also pretty cool. There are a lot of interesting science fiction themes among the series, as I said before. There's actually a pretty talented team of writers behind the show. I didn't really expect people like Michael Reeves to be one of the writers on the show. Michael Reeves has a very long list of TV shows he's written for, both animated and live action, including the award-winning Batman the Animated Series, which makes it all the more confusing when the show just kind of falls apart. I can understand why this series was canceled, but I can't efficiently explain why. Now, I actually started tuning out about 8 or 9 episodes into this 13-episode run, and that's not a good sign that I can't be asked to pay attention for that long. I mean, these are only half-hour shows, so there's really not that much to tolerate, but I couldn't. And I think the biggest culprit here, at least the thing I can wrap my head around the easiest, is that I just couldn't stand listening to this show. Like, the writers have been successful elsewhere, but I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know if there was weird production issues with producers or what the company wanted, or I don't know. Basically, it's annoying to listen to most of these characters. There's some very serious ones, there's some funny ones, but I think Peter Parker stands head and tails above all of them in just being obnoxious and annoying. He's just not good. He's got 2 modes. He's either doing obnoxious, New York, witty, funny comments that aren't actually witty and funny, usually when he's fighting a bad guy, or he's moaning about his personal problems, not having money, issues with work, the fact that his wife is in another dimension, which that's a little understandable, but he just won't shut up about it. And since he's the main character, you are stuck with him for the most running time. So he just goes on and on and on and on, and you're like, God, shut up, please. And of course, he's by himself, so he's either talking to himself, or he's in his own eternal monologue, or he's talking to you for some reason, or it's just... I can understand why certain comics and comic book shows have the Robin to the Batman, because it has someone that they can talk to. Spider-Man in this, he's mostly by himself. Sometimes he teams up with somebody else, but that just means twice the bad puns. Like, that must be it. If the hero of your show is just annoying as hell, your show's probably not gonna work. It's a cliffhanger! One of the main storylines of the series is that Venom and Carnage are sort of joining forces with this weird symbiotic overmind thing called the Synaptic. They're infecting humans, they're infecting the genetically engineered animal things whose name I don't remember, but they've been doing this the whole time. And I hate to draw a comparison, but it's kind of like Game of Thrones in that there's these people fighting, but there's this bigger issue way over there, over the wall, that's gonna come get them. It's mindless and whatever. So this show's terrible. Game of Thrones is awesome, but there are some plot similarities. I think maybe the Synaptic joins forces with the big bad guy at the end of the season, but I don't remember. Essentially, the show ends on a cliffhanger. Will Venom and Carnage do all these really bad things? Find out next time. But we don't have a next time. So it got canceled 3 episodes into its run, so it wasn't exactly going to be able to do much, but ending in a cliffhanger kind of sucks. I was going to say 4 out of 10, but after making this video, hell, 3 out of 10. It's not good, guys. It's really not worth your time.